Cyberbullying extends school violence into every moment of young people's lives. So it's not only on the school now, but it's on our phones, our messages, our social media profiles. Maybe they're just sharing some moment with friends, and instead of people replying to that and celebrating that, they receive comments about their bodies, their clothes, how they look.
1 in 10 young people is experiencing cyberbullying. We need governments to be passing child-centered laws on cyberbullying, but we also need industry and tech companies to be creating and modifying their approaches for safety by design, and that should be the default position.
Once you receive those bad comments, you don't want to post again and suffer from that again. And it happened to me because sometimes I just express myself and I receive harmful comments, and I decide to delete that post and to not post about that issue again, because of course no one wants to go through that situation. And that, for me, at the long term can generate that people start to silence themselves.
Cyberbullying and technology-facilitated violence are having an impact on the way that children are able to learn at school. And that, for us at UNESCO, is one of the reasons why we really care about this issue. We want children to be safe in school when they're learning, and that is their right, but we also want them to be safe online. We need to see what can be done by schools and by education to contribute to making that world online safer.
At the end of last year, I became a UNICEF youth advocate, and since then I've been advocating for digital rights, for education for children and young people in Argentina, participating in several events. And last year I had the chance to go to the UN for the Summit of the Future Action Day. And I know that for many young people, to have a space like the Summer of the Future was that we can start learning what we can do now so that children of the next generations are not suffering the same consequences we are.